So it's just a standard double knit that I'm using, and with balls of yarn like this, they will have on the side the instructions. So washing instructions, needle size, sometimes include how long, like the yardage is. So let's open this one up and get started. So the first thing I'm going to be showing you is just how to do the slip knot. Now the way I do it is just loop the yarn around your finger, and then you want to grab this bit and pull it through. Then put that onto your hook and then pull the knot tight to the hook. So you see, very simple. So I'll just show you that again. So loop around your pointer finger, then you want to pull tail through like so. So now you've cast on. Now we're going to just do a simple chain. Now a chain is what you'll do to start most projects unless they require a magic ring. So to chain, it's very simple. You just loop your yarn over your hook and then pull it through the loop that was on your hook, and it replaces the loop whilst increasing the chain size. So pull through, yarn over, and you pull through, yarn over, pull through, through, through. Let's just do some more. There we have just a very simple chain. Now to go back along the chain, all you want to do is go from, so you've got your loop on your hook, this is the first loop, and then you want your second from the hook. So you go in through the middle of that loop, it should look like that, and then you yarn over and you pull through, and you want to have two loops on your hook. Then you yarn over again and pull through those two to get back to one. Then you continue that down the chain, going through the middle, yarn over, pull through to have two loops, yarn over, pull through, and one loop. So you just keep doing that down to the end, through the middle, pull through, middle, pull through. Excuse my clicking wrists. Right, now we've got to the end. Now if it curls like that, that's perfectly fine. When you continue to work, that curling will disappear. So we've got to the end, and then again to continue back down, all you want to do is just turn it over. Now I prefer going through both those loops when going back down my work. So you've got both of them on there, if you can see that, you got them. You just pull it through as you would normally. Now you can either do that, or you can go through the one loop facing away from you, or the loop facing towards you. Each different way will create a different look. So I'm just going to continue on down, going through both loops. So that's going underneath that braided pattern you can see on the top. You want to go underneath that V that it's created to get both of those loops. Again, curling is fine. Let me just get a bit more yarn. You want to make sure you get this last one, otherwise you'll drop a stitch and you'll end up getting a bit triangular. So you want to make sure you get that last one. And that's how it looks, like that. And I'll do one row now where I go through the back loop. So that's the one that's facing away from you. So your front loop's the one that's facing towards you, the back loop's facing away from you. So let's just do one row of back loops. Again, make sure you get that one right at the end so you don't drop a stitch. So can you see how it's created that line just there? Because it's pushed one half of that V shape forward. Now if you were to do it on the front loop, it would just be the inverse of that, so it would show up on the back, whereas the back looks like that on the back loop. So different results. Okay. Next, I'm going to show you how to do a double crochet. Now in American terms, this is called a half double. So if you see a half double and it's an American pattern, it just means a double crochet. So same as we did with single crochet, you create your chain. Now if you're just practicing, this chain can be as long as you want it to be or as short as you want it to be. But I would recommend having shorter chains and you just start out, because on bigger projects it can be more difficult to keep a consistent tension. Now to do a double crochet, instead of going straight into the loop first, you want to yarn over and create 2 loops on your hook, and then you want to go in to your chain, and then you want to pull through and you'll have 3 loops. So then you just pull through all 3 loops as you would with a single crochet. So again, yarn over, through the middle, yarn over, pull through, and you got 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3. Let's do that again. Yarn over, through the middle, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, through the middle, yarn over, pull through. We'll do that down towards the end again. And again, the curling that will be created is normal. That will go away the more you continue to work on your piece. So if it is flicking up at you, just don't worry about it. that on the end. I don't know if you can see that it is that one row. It's a lot wider than a row of single crochet because you've got that extra bit of yarn in there. Now, like the single crochet, the first one I showed you, you can continue either going through both loops, front loop or back loop, and it will just look exactly the same. Your stitches will just be a bit wider. So if I do one row going through both loops like I did before, and then you can see, and then I'll do one row going through the back loops as I did before. Now, because you are using more yarn, you will go through it a lot quicker than if you were just doing single crochets. So always take that into consideration when you're making your work. That's going through both loops, and let's go through the back loop now. There we go. And that's our row going through the back loop. So again, pushes that line forward. A bit closer so you can see. And then that's the back. So that is basic stitches in crochet. So those are the basic stitches in crochet. Very easy to do. You can do majority of things with them. It's a good starting point. If you want to just do something like little squares, it's good to practice with. And then once you get the hang of that and you start getting your tension correct, you can start moving on to different stitches like a treble crochet, or you can start doing granny squares, which are just clusters of treble crochet. And then you've got more intermediate, which is like alpine stitching. Yeah.